Okay, the Electrolux Diamond Jubilee. This is one of the more beautiful canisters made by Electrolux. And I never really was much of an Electrolux fan until this year. At work I have a Diamond, or not a Diamond Jubilee, a Olympia 1 on the floor. And, you know, that's a nice looking machine, but it's got that really ugly brown to it. So I didn't really care for that, but these Electroluxes still interested me. So I was looking around on eBay, and I was able to find this just by looking up retro Electrolux vacuum. And this had all of the original stuff, original hose, tools, everything. It didn't come with a crevice tool, but you can see I'm using the HEPA bags in it. And let's see, I've been using it for about a day. This bottom section's full. And I did the, you can kind of see in there, I did the vac lab thing where he suggests cutting this off because this restricts airflow a little bit. And the reason I did it, I'm only going to do it with this bag because this hose leaks, you know, it's the woven hose, excuse me, woven hose. So okay, we got to get the dog out of the way here. Go on, Daisy. So I ordered a new wire reinforced one, or whatever, you know, the new hoses that they use. So this, I don't really know. This I've been told whenever the machine begins to lose airflow, it's supposed to pop the hatch open to show you that you need to change the bag. But and you know, you stick your finger in there a certain way and it's supposed to do it, but I've never had that happen. So it's supposed to just do that, and then, you know, this bag check light comes on. This dog. Daisy, you need to get out of the way. Yeah, but it's a nice machine. I gotta replace the bearings on it too, because they aren't the nicest sounding, but they aren't too bad. I'll give you a little listen here. It's got a really good amount of airflow and suction to it. So yeah, you hear that. It's never gonna sound new, obviously, but it could sound a whole lot prettier if I repacked them or if I were to replace them. So I'll open up the motor eventually and we'll take a look and see what needs to be done with the bearings. And here's this flow indicator thing. Push it one way and it goes down. The other way it goes all the way up. And I don't really know. Again, I don't know what this does, if one makes it more sensitive. I think the one is the fine particles and the 4 is big debris, or maybe I'm flipping it, I don't remember. I used to know. I could ask my boss, since he was an Electrolux salesman for a couple of years. He sold the Grand Marquis, I think. Or, no, the Ultralux, that's it. That's the last metal one, I think, is the Ultralux, or maybe it's the one before. I can't remember what he said. Good machine, and you can see it's pretty clean, really. There's a few nicks around here. This might actually just come off with a little bit of steel wool. I just gave this a gentle wipe down, and I didn't really, take this apart and wash it or anything. I just kind of sprayed it down with some disinfectant, put a little furniture polish on it, and called it good. I didn't actually take my time to get all this gunk off of it, but one day it will be fully restored, or somewhat at least. And here's the original dusting brush, which you can see has a little bit of stainage on it, but it's got that old Electrolux logo. Because now their current one, you can kind of see it here. It's, or here. You can see that's the logo. Well, actually, no, they don't even make Electroluxes anymore. What am I saying? Here's your blow port. And if you are new to Electroluxes like I am, you know, I just got into them this year. I never really cared for them. This blower port, you know, there's no exhaust, excuse me, no exhaust filter or pre-motor filter. So the only filtering is the bag. So everything blows right back out. So you want to use HEPA. You could probably wrap it with some foam. But yeah, when you close that, it blows out these sides, and they're on both sides. And of course, put your dust brush and also upholstery tool, which is in very good shape. Nice rubbery thing here. So, you know, you put your nozzle in there, and you can use this as an upholstery tool, and then you flip it around, do it like that, and then you use it as a dusting brush. So that works if you didn't know. Now, this model they made from 84 to 87, I believe, and this is the 84 model, or 85, because the early, and again, this is the early Diamond Jubilee, the early ones had that color head, and then the later ones had this kind of a dark blue, some people call it like a jade color. That one has that around the trim, but on the later ones they flipped it, so the trim is the kind of beige color, white, and the top is the jade color. So I have the nicer one. And yeah, the serial code can only be decoded here by the manufacturer, so don't really know what it says. Anyway, and you can see how my hose is kind of, yeah, you can see it's the top. And this really, I mean, the main reason why I'm getting rid of this, I ordered some Flex Seal. I haven't put it on because it hasn't came in the mail yet. I'll put a little thing in the description later once I put it on, and I'll let you know if it works or not. I was told by someone you could do it that way, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay, so that's all in. And you have your air relief right here, so that's what that dial is. And later on, yeah, you can see the open. Later on, this was replaced with a switch for the power head, and then the vent was in the front, and that's on all the replacement hoses. It still swivels, and this one swivels, surprisingly. Didn't think they did on these oldest models, and you can see how stiff this hose is getting. There we go. Never been able to figure out what this latch right here is for. This button right here is the handle release. So if somebody could tell me, that'd be great. Anyway, oh yeah, here I'll show you the OmniFlow automatic head. As you can see, OmniFlow automatic. Very nice, and I changed the roller in it and belt because the old one was worn down to little nubs. So that's brand new. Okay. You can tell we're losing a lot of suction in this hose. If you flip it a certain way, you get better suction than others. It's better than a Hoover Elite, like that. Here's the basic wands that came with it, and the floor tool, which is switchable with this bar here. You can see the early ones didn't have the little cuts I wish they did. And you can flip it by pushing it in and then twisting this. And now you get to do your rugs with it, as you can see. This is just pressure fit. Oop. And as a little add-on, again, since my boss was an Electrolux dealer, I got a brand new sidekick with it. The one that came with this box originally, that would have been the same one for this. Had just a reset button there, as you can see, but it was missing this tab. And since I had the old hose and I didn't really think about getting the new one at the time, I went ahead and got the one with the switch on it. But I can just go exchange them out again. That way I can just operate with the switch here instead of here. This is brand new also. Kind of rattles a little bit. It still grooms the pile very nicely, just like the power end is. And these are nice soft bristles. I mean, they're just really dense. They don't have much stiffness to them, but it really does clean well. If I can get it. And I don't have the crevice tool, so I just kind of go like that. Oh, good. And of course, the easiest way to get this thing to fully retract is to get all the loops out, which you can do by holding it in your hand, but if you stop it, then it's going to stop. Then you just pull on it again, and got a little hung up on the end there, but boom. So that's my diamond Jubilee, and I'll make it look nice for the end here. So this is everything it came with, plus this that I added in later. So the Electrolux Diamond Jubilee.